Tourism in Michigan remains one of the top 3 industries in the state. Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Laurel Hess and this is Comcast Newsmakers. Joining me now is the Public Relations Manager for Travel Michigan, Michelle Grinnell. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hey Laurel, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Great.
Depending on who you talk to, sometimes an argument can be made that it's actually maybe the second biggest industry after manufacturing. And after a summer like we just had, maybe it'll continue to creep on up.
Absolutely, and we go back and forth with agriculture in terms of being one of the top 3, second and third, but it works out really well because agriculture and tourism go hand in hand, and agritourism is getting bigger and bigger. We've had a great summer here in Michigan. We're hearing reports from our local partners that they've had record-breaking years in places like Holland and up north, and we're seeing record hotel occupancy rates continue for the year. So we're really impressed with the summer. We're really optimistic that it's going to be another great year for tourism here in the state.
Any looking back reason why? Did we do a really good job advertising this year? Did the weather play a part? Was it gas prices? Why were there more people out and about in our state?
Yeah, you know, we like to think it's advertising, the Pure Michigan campaign, and that's part of it. We're seeing that have an influence in attracting more and more out-of-state visitors year over year. Gas prices were down. That certainly helps keep people optimistic about traveling, especially in-state, and people are taking quick weekend trips. The weather was nice, and we've got really great events and great draws and reasons for people to come up to Michigan. So it's just a combination of factors. It's hard to pinpoint one thing, but the bottom line is more people were traveling in the state, more people were spending money in the state, and that helps everybody.
Well, you mentioned agritourism, you mentioned events, and I know there's already a bunch of wonderful ones.
Absolutely.
And also things that people are coming up with all the time. What's happening this fall in the next month or two that are sort of, don't miss events?
Yeah, well, so Art Prize is continuing through mid-August, or mid-October. That is a huge event in Grand Rapids. You've got the Detroit Beer Festival. Michigan is becoming a huge state for craft beer, one of the top states in the nation. So that's a really great reason to get down to Detroit. We're really encouraging folks that haven't been to Detroit in a while to check it out. America's great comeback city. There's so many exciting things happening down there. So the events like the Beer Festival is a great reason to go down and check out Detroit, especially if you haven't been there in a while. We've got the Great Lakes Lighthouse Festival up in Alpena. Michigan has more lighthouses than any other state, so that's a great way to explore a bunch of those lighthouses on the Lake Huron shoreline.
You mentioned the craft beer, which I know is recent to the market, but going along the lines of agritourism, wineries in our state, you can visit certainly year-round, but what a great time right now.
Oh, it is a beautiful time to visit wineries, and you know, we are, I think, 13th in the country in terms of how much wine we produce, especially in that Traverse City region. We're just really becoming very known for the quality of the wine that we have here in Michigan, and it is a beautiful time. That's a great thing about fall. You can do a lot of the things you can do year-round, but when you add in the fall colors, it makes them extra special, and it gives you an added reason to go out and explore the state a little bit.
Well, and if you can do it in the fall, the summer crowds and all the outsiders from the rest of other states have all gone back and they're all gone. So what a great time to explore, especially northern Michigan, places that not everybody can get to if you've got kids in school and that kind of thing, when there's no crowds.
Absolutely. Places like Mackinac Island, they do such great business, and we love that everyone goes to Mackinac Island, but fall is a great time to visit Traverse City. It's really a good time for people in Michigan to get out, explore. We've got cider mills and things like that, so great weekend trips and getaways with the family. People think that when summer's over, the tourism season is over, and that's not true. You can continue to travel in Michigan year-round. That's what makes us a great state. We're a 4-season destination.
Certainly are. We didn't get into the winter stuff, but there's all kinds of good stuff to do in the winter as well.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
For more information on today's topic, you can visit michigan.org. Today's Comcast Newsmaker was Michelle Grinnell, the Public Relations Manager for Travel Michigan.